What's up, ladies? Today we're going to talk about 5 tips to stay fit over the holiday season. If you're anything like me, the urge to splurge a little bit may already be coming up in your mind. Not saying that you'll do it, but the urge may be coming up to relax a little bit more and have a little extra bite of this, a little taste of this, a handful of that, because come on, it's the holidays. We work so hard during the year. Now it's joyful season, right? And we want to just relax and enjoy and get ourselves refreshed. However, what I have found is excess food, excess alcohol, lack of structure actually does the opposite of refreshing you. It actually makes you more tired. It bogs you down. You feel more lethargic. Sometimes there's a little bit of guilt, right, for the actions that you're taking right there this holiday season. Sometimes, even if your body hasn't changed, you're seeing the habits, which makes you not feel really great in your skin, which again is taking mental, physical, and emotional energy, right? So I'm going to give you 5 tips to still really enjoy the holiday season and also stay fit, assuming that's your goal. Perfect. So tip number 1 is to avoid avoidance. What this means is, there's treats everywhere now. In the office, sometimes at home, depending on your kids or significant other, right? Everywhere around you, at the dentist, at the doctor, like everywhere you go, there's so many more treats going on. Your girlfriends, your colleagues, your significant other, your clients suddenly want to go out way more. So instead of staying home and hitting your macros all the time, like you may be used to doing, there's all these new social events popping up that you feel like you really need to go to and you want to go to. Here is the downfall of not focusing on fitness and nutrition during the holidays or your busy season or whatever it is, feeling like, okay, once this is done, then, I'll really dial in and get focused. That's a huge mistake because these situations and circumstances will come up all throughout life. It's better to learn how to master your fitness, nutrition, and lifestyle habits through these seasons and not keep waiting until they're over, because they'll never be over. This is a part of our life and culture, right? So it's so much better to learn how to be healthy and fit through these seasons. And so that way you can really be successful long-term. Amazing. Okay. So instead of avoiding everything, track through it. Or if you're mindfully eating, that's fine. Practice your mindful tips through it. But a lot of you are not ready for that, right? To be truly ready for intuitive eating, mindful eating, I would say it requires really dialing in specific habits and a lifestyle, utilizing macros as a tool to then go be successful, super successful, mindfully eating and intuitive eating. So anyway, work some of these treats into your macros. Work them into your macros. Don't avoid them. Allow yourself to have some and work them in with a proper portion size, making sure the rest of your day is filled with healthy whole foods. If you avoid all these treats, it usually ends up bringing you into a binge cycle, right? Or a massively overeating experience, right? So work them in. Don't just avoid them. Okay. Number 2. Increase your fruit and veggie intake. This might seem really simple, and it is simple, but here's the thing. The more fruits and veggies you eat, the more full you feel, the more energy you have because all the vitamins and minerals inside, and your stomach is going to feel so much better because higher fiber, so you're going to have better digestion and better flow. Now, some fruits and veggies can cause bloating, right? For me, that's like onions, Brussels sprouts, and broccoli. If I have too much, it causes bloating. Some carbohydrates are like that for you ladies, and so you feel like, oh, my body does better without carb. Sometimes carbs really messes me up. It's like, no. Usually, actually, it's the carb source, and it's the fact that you're overeating the carb. It's not carbohydrates themselves, right? So just want to throw that tidbit in there. So increase your fruit and veggie. You'll feel so much more full, so much more satiated. You'll have the active eating, right? Your mind naturally will want to eat during the holidays. So the more fruits and veggies you're eating, you're actively eating, but your calories are lower, your vitamins and minerals are high, which really helps with proper hormone functioning and hormone regulation. And again, better digestion. You'll just feel so much better throughout the day. And you'll feel more full, meaning you're not going to have as many treats, right? Win, 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 win. Okay, point number 3. This one can be a little sensitive and touchy for some. Ditch the people pleasing and other people's opinions. If you're like me, you might have people in your family that will poke fun, like, oh, really? You're eating that? Oh, are you on a diet? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like just rude comments that they're not being rude. They're just joking, right? But it's just tearing people down. So it's not really a joke, right? It's a defense mechanism of their insecurity, right? When we have healthy habits, it shines light on unhealthy habits. Light overcomes darkness. And it's not that we're meaning to. We're not like, hey, look at my carrot stick. Never, right? But just the presence of healthy habits shines light on the presence of unhealthy habits, and that can make people feel really uncomfortable and really insecure. Then blast the comments, right? They don't feel good. But if we reframe them from, wow, jerk, to, oh, no, I'm not on a diet. I just really enjoy taking care of my body. You know what I mean? You don't need any more of an explanation than that. I'm not on a diet. I just really like being healthy. I really like taking care of my body. Oh, but come on. It's Christmas. It's the holidays. Just have it. But I don't really feel good when I have it. So what's the point? You know what I mean? We don't need this elaborate response. It's like, come on, have all the dessert. It's like, but I don't want all the dessert. I feel like crap after I eat all the dessert, right? Take the emotion out of it and look at it through a really logical lens and reframe their comments into a really logical lens. And typically they'll be like, oh, okay. And then just move on, right? But don't get emotional, because then it just throws fuel on the fire for people who make comments like that typically, right? Stand firm in the fact that you're here to be healthy. You're learning how to take care of yourself more and more. You're optimizing your nutrition more and more. And you can still go enjoy holidays and enjoy life and be healthy. It's not one or the other, which I think most of you know by this point, right? Okay. Number 4, move more. Again, it seems really obvious, right? But as the weather is getting colder, we tend to move less without even realizing it. So get a walking pad on Amazon. They're pretty cheap. I think like $150 or something like that. Get a walking pad on Amazon. When you're working, when you're doing things, walk. I can literally walk for an hour and a half working without even realizing it. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so much better than sitting on my butt. I just had an hour and a half walk. That was crazy. And it's pretty slow. So you can type, you can type. I mean, it's just like normal working, right? Play games with your kids, hide and seek, go on a scavenger hunt, have a dance party, play charades, just something that causes movement. Get bundled up, right? Go for a walk with the family. Really be intentional about finding ways to move. Take your kids to a trampoline park. Don't sit on the sidelines. Go jump on the trampoline. Come on, right? Just because we're older doesn't mean we have to be sedentary and boring. Get up, go move, and enjoy your time, right? Go to a museum, go to like a kids museum, go to an aquarium, go to the mall and just walk around. Like go inside places that have space to walk around, not like the movie theater. And although those things are okay, just be really intentional about, how can I get more movement in throughout the day? Okay, how can I get more movement in throughout the day? If you work in an office and you don't have a stand-up desk, you can get an attachment to have your desk stand up and then get a walking pad and you can walk. People might look at you and say, you're weird because you're different than everyone else. Be like, yeah, I sure am. I sure am. Because most of this world is really overweight, but I love feeling really healthy and fit. You know what I mean? It's like, just stand firm in who you are. It's okay what everyone else says. You're not living your life for them, right? Or we shouldn't be. Okay. Number 5, ladies, pick some non-tracking days. This is something we really encourage our one-on-one coaching clients with. You do not have to track 365, right? Christmas, Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, New Year's, right? Pick some days that you're not going to track. Now, practice very diligently the mindfulness tools that you have, right? Don't just splurge by, oh, it's my non-tracking day, cheat day. No, it's not a binge day. It's a day to practice self-discipline without the tool of awareness, tracking macros, right? It's a way to practice self-discipline without the tool of awareness. So do not blow it out of the water, because that's not the habit you want to form. Do you want to form a lifestyle of binge? I know you don't, right? I've been there. It sucks. I know you don't. So practice that self-control, allowing yourself maybe to have a little bit more, but practice the self-control, because that's who you're becoming. It's like an actor. They rehearse and they rehearse and rehearse and rehearse and rehearse and rehearse until they become that character, until they become how they think. They think how they think. They act how they act. They become this version of you. And it requires rehearsing the habits that your fittest, healthiest, best self has. She's already you. You're already her. But rehearse, rehearse, rehearse those habits until it's natural, until it becomes natural. And it does. That's what we do for clients all the time. That's literally our intent. So then it's super, super easy to maintain their results long-term on their own, right? But it requires habit formation, practicing those habits, and becoming that version of yourself that has the outcome of who you want to be. Okay, amazing. Ladies, I hope those tips were really helpful. I hope that kind of gave you that like inner courage to be like, yeah, who cares what other people says? I am going to be super fit this holiday season and enjoy all my time. Heck yeah, and you can, right? Ladies, I created a 15 holiday best practices guide. If you would like it, it's totally free. Just comment holiday, and I'd love to send that over to you. It's just 15 best practices that you can implement this holiday season to help you stay fit and help you still really enjoy the time, the season, the time with your family and friends, the foods, right? But also take care of your body at the same time. So if you want that, just comment holiday below and I'll send it over to you in a message. Make sure, so if we're not friends on Facebook, sometimes I get trapped in your message requests, right? So if you go to my profile, just click my name and click send a message. You can even send me a message that says holiday, and I can send it to you way faster. And then I'm not like, hello, I'm trying. You're asking for it, but I'm stuck in your messages. I keep telling you this, and I'm still stuck in your messages. If you just shoot me a DM, you'll get it much faster. Okay, cool, ladies. Have an amazing day. I hope this was so helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.